Good wonderful morning, United States. Good wonderful evening, Singapore and China. Good afternoon, Germany. Welcome to Fashion Business Mastermind Weekly Q&A, your weekly board meeting where you ask important questions and get answers that help you to move the needle in your business. I'm Julia Antofiev, fashion inventor and manufacturer, 15 years in business, and your mentor on this wonderful journey. Stay tuned until the end of the Q&A and make sure to like, comment, and follow, of course. I have gazillions of questions today. All of them are very exciting. And what does it mean? It means that my students are getting into motion. And this is a very good sign because I'm telling you one thing, it is time to get into motion. The best time to get into motion was about 3 years ago for you, okay? So you've been sitting on your butt for the last 3 years doing nothing on your dream, but the second best time to get into motion and start launching your own fashion brand, your own fashion product, to become a fashion inventor is right now. So the best time for you to start with your business is right now. Let me pull up the questions and we'll start going through those questions one by one. If you have a question during the Q&A, please post your questions in the comments. I will answer them as well. Follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and learn how to set up a successful fashion business. Question number 1, Tammy is asking, how do you pitch your product to a wholesaler or retailer? This is a very important question. Normally you do not get much answers online to this question, so everybody will tell you something around the lines, but you will have no concrete emails or no concrete line sheets samples for you to edit and submit to your retailer and your wholesaler. So let's look at the answer to this question. There are 3 ways of pitching a wholesaler or a retailer. The first one is by email, the second one is by the phone, and the third one is in a personal meeting. Of course, you can combine those methods. I'm going to talk about the email method today because this is the most common method used by creators right now in our times. You will need to write an email to your wholesaler or retailer and add the link to your line sheet into this email and send this email to your retailer or wholesaler. Of course, after that, you will need to follow up on this email with them. Why do you want to add a link to your line sheet into the email and not add this line sheet as an attachment to the email? Because emails with large attachments and the line sheet is a beautiful document that can be a little bit bigger than a normal one, may get stuck due to its size and be not accepted by the mailbox of the wholesaler, or it can go into the spam and she will never see it. So this is why you do not want to add heavy files to your email. You want to have a link. You will need to create your line sheet and upload it to your own page. So it should be a PDF format. You will upload it to your website, and the wholesalers clicking on the link will go to the PDF and can download your PDF or see this PDF on your website. It should be on your website, not on some dodgy file sharing website, or maybe not a dodgy file sharing website, but it should be in the beginning of the link should be your website name, and then the link should be added. This is extremely important so that the wholesaler can see this is not a spam link. The first thing is what you need to do is you need to write an email. I will give you an example of an email that you can write. You start with the subject line. Subject line that you can use is Tammy McRae Men Accessories as a potential supplier for, insert the wholesaler name. Then the body of the email. Dear Sir, Madam, my name is Tammy McRae, veteran and founder of the USA-based men accessories label Tammy McRae. Our mission is to empower men to be unapologetically themselves with high-quality, unique jacquard socks. Knowing your high-quality standards and strong product portfolio, we'd love to be considered as a potential supplier for wholesaler name. I also hope that you could mentor us through the process as a new veteran brand. Our line sheet can be seen at insert hyperlink. I feel our work and our mission and purpose are a good fit for insert the name of the wholesaler and will strengthen the already solid market position of the name of wholesaler even further. I'm grateful for your consideration and look forward to hearing from you. Warm regards, Tammy McRae. So why does an email consist of all those parts? You need to be very clear in the subject. What's the deal with this email? Then you introduce yourself, your name, your brand name. You introduce your mission and purpose so that the wholesaler can get interested into your brand from the very beginning. Most brands, when they communicate about their products, they do not mention their mission and purpose. And mentioning your mission and purpose is a strong point because this is the place where you resonate with the buyers on. The next thing, you need to explain to the wholesaler or retailer why are you talking to them, because you are excited about them, because you think they are a strong partner for you, because you like the work they're doing. So this needs to come through in your email. The next one, what we have here is in the very beginning, I have mentioned that this is a business founded by a veteran, and this is the USA founded business. I find these two things strong points to apply for collaborations with wholesalers in the United States, because they would love to support veterans who started the business, number one, and number two, everybody wants to support the local business. Then you attach the line sheet, as mentioned before. That is, it is a link, and the line sheet is on your own page with the name of your brand. And then you ask, in one simple sentence, you also ask the wholesaler to mentor you. As a new brand, if you are an established brand and you already have wholesalers, you basically do not need this email. You have everything already set up. If you are a new brand and you are building up your relationships with retailers and wholesalers, few of them you can ask to mentor you through the process. Sending out an email like that, you will need to follow up on email. You understand that not all emails are getting opened, and not to all emails do people reply. So what you do, you call and ask whether they have received your email and whether they have any questions about it, and when could you call them to talk through it. So this would be the best thing. And in some cases, people will... So what happens is that you secure attention to your email, and then they read the email, and again, you can set up an appointment, a call where you will talk to the wholesaler. When you're talking to the wholesaler who already has seen your line sheet, be open to learn. And this is extremely important at the very beginning of your career as a fashion designer with her own fashion brand. The wholesaler may say that your terms and conditions do not work for them. You will need to ask them what terms and conditions do work for them. And you may need to adjust your terms and conditions to fit their requirements. This is extremely important that you take this step. I hear a lot from fashion designers that they would reach out, send out an email, get no answers, and they will be crying that nobody loves their fashion. The person who received the email didn't see the email, it went into spam, number one. Number two, the person who received this email deleted this email because they do not know who sent it out. Number three, the person who received that email read it, but is so busy that they do not reply to it instantly, and they may forget about it in the future unless you call and make sure that they have received this email. And if they didn't and they cannot find it, then you resend this email and ask them again whether they did receive it. And after that, you will ask them for a short phone call to go through it and through the possibility of working with them. You need to be on the case and talk to people as adults are talking to each other. and not expect that everybody will jump on your email and open it instantly and answer it. And if they don't, they are bad people. No one is a bad person. People have their reasons, and you are the interested party here, so you have to follow up in an adult way. Then we have the line sheet. Let me go into the line sheet. Temi, good morning. Very nice to see you. I'm going through your question right now with examples that you can take over, edit, and send out. By the way, if you'd love a copy of this email and a copy of a line sheet, of a sample email and a sample line sheet, please follow the link under this video and download it. So now we are going to the line sheet. Your line sheet can be created in Canva and has to have the following components. 1, title page. On the title page, you have your logo, your mission and purpose, and a catalog quality picture of your product. Picture or pictures, it's up to you how you want to design your title page. On the bottom of the title page, you can add your contact information. The second page or pages, depending on the amount of products that you have, will be your line sheets. On these sheets, you will be having the clear presentation of your product, the product pictures of all the variations with the following information under each and every picture. So you will have one picture per product. You may as well have, depending on what product you have, you may as well have several pictures per product, but this information will be under one picture or all the pictures for one product. If you need to demonstrate your product from the front, from the back, and from the side, you may have 3 product pictures. And under these product pictures, you will have the following information. Product name, how do you call it? Style number, your SKU number, extremely important. Color, you will write the color red, navy, polka dot, white, black and white. Size, you will be writing out all your sizes available. Material, composition of your fabric. Wholesale price in USD of your product. Manufacturer suggested retail price in USD or your local currency. And MAP, minimum advertised price, also in your local currency. This is the must-have information under the pictures on your line sheets. The third page, it's not exactly the third page because you may have multiple products, you may need several pages to depict all these products, and then the next page following the line sheets will be a page containing your standards and contact us information. Hey Cynthia, good morning. Very good to see you. Let's go to the next page where you have your standards and your contact information. What do you include into your standards? By the way, for those people who just joined the Q&A, this is the Q&A of Fashion Business Mastermind, the weekly board meeting where fashion entrepreneurs are asking their questions and getting answers that help them to move the needle in their business. We are talking right now about how to pitch to a retailer or a wholesaler. You need an email and you need a line sheet. These are the 2 documents that you need to pitch wholesalers and retailers with, and we are talking now about the line sheet. You can watch this video in replay on my YouTube channel called Fashion Business Mastermind. It will be uploaded in a couple of days and you can go through all these questions and also, of course, subscribe and view all other Q&A questions that we've covered in the past half year. So in your standards in your line sheet, you write your company standards. And at this point in our life, in the development of our world, this is extremely important. What standards could you write? you could write the following. I'll give you several examples. What you are going to fill in this in your standards is up to you. This is your brand strategy. So it could be ethically manufactured by a fairly paid artisan team, or ethically manufactured by a fairly paid team of garment engineers. The fair manufacturing, ethical manufacturing is extremely important for me and for us and for our company. For example, we manufacture all our products ethically. This could be your company standard. This is our company standard. We are not going to employ any slave labor in no place. We are not going to employ any child labor, and we will make sure that it's not that our products are manufactured in a fair, responsible, progressive way. So this may be your standard. The second one could be, for example, no parabens, SLS petroleum, mineral oil, pH phthalates, formaldehyde, or synthetic fragrances are used in any of the products. You may want to work with organic fabrics only, with organic components only, so it means that a formulation like that may be your standard. Free from ZO dyes and pH phthalates. This is something that is a must for clothing right now. So this can be your standard, and you may state it. No animal testing can be your standard. 100% vegan can be a standard. Small scale happy world production. 100% original design. I find it an extremely important standard. So for me to go out shopping for other people or other creators, other designers, design and then copy pasting them is not done. This is a common practice in the fashion industry, but this is not done for creators. So it is extremely valuable if your brand is 100% original design. This was the reason 15 years ago that I've set up our manufacturing company called Quantum Factory to support original creative, original fashion designers and fashion entrepreneurs to bring their products to the market, to bring their original designs to the market. Because at a certain point in time, I was fed up with having all the large guys copying those original designers and selling it, where original designers would not have any profit from their design and would not even be able to manufacture on a small scale and launch their brand. So having a standard 100% original design is a great standard. These are examples. You may have different standards or more standards. Think about it, fill them in. The next one is your contact us part. In contact us part, you should fill in all the data so that people can contact you through different ways. Your contact details. So you will need to have your company name, your physical address of the company, your company webpage, your phone number, contact person name, and email address. This is the least that needs to be there. The next page, again, all these things can also fit on one page depending on your layout and design. But the next part of the line sheet are wholesale terms. You will need to think about your wholesale terms. So these are order minimum. How many units does a wholesaler or retailer has to purchase from you? What is the minimum order quantity? You need to decide on that by yourself. This is a strategic business decision. Order page. Your online page where wholesalers can place online wholesale order. You want your stockists to be able to go to a page online on your site, log in as a wholesaler and place a wholesale order. Accept payments. What payments do you accept? For example, Visa, MasterCard, bank transfer. Anything else? Bank details. Fill in your bank details for a bank transfer. Payment terms. What are your payment terms? Do you want 100% prior to shipment? Do you want 30 days after shipment, 60 days, 90 days after shipment? What payment times do you provide to your wholesaler? Lead time, how many days does it take until they get the goods after order placement? Shipping, what shipping do you use? Do you use express? Anything else? Special bonus, if you have a special bonus that you want to give to the wholesalers to start working with you first, you may add a special bonus. A special bonus can be free shipment for wholesale orders of a certain amount, for example. These are the components of a line sheet. So write your email, create your line sheet, and start approaching the wholesalers and retailers. Question number 2. Chantel is asking, how do you ensure the packaging enhances your branding and message? First, you ensure that your packaging does not damage your product in transit. When people open it, that the product is all good. So this is the number 1. Once this is ensured, you look at your company's standards and values and positioning, and you may add certain things to the packaging. However, at the same time, you need to pay attention to the cost price of the packaging, because your packaging decision, they should not increase the cost price of shipment much, and they should not make your product damageable in transit. So in between these two parameters, do you have the space to choose your packaging? If your company positioning is sustainability, you will need to go for a sustainable packaging that may be your garment wrapped into craft paper or into rice paper. If you are positioning as a glam brand, as a luxury brand, your packaging has to carry some glamorous attributes. Say, for example, using a bag that is made out of satin, out of gloss fabric, with your brand on it. If you are operating an expensive luxury brand, you have a lot of possibilities to wow your client at the moment when your client receives the product. Again, you will need to make sure that the product is not damaged in transit, but you need to find the sweet spot between your positioning of your brand in your packaging and the cost of shipment. Question number 3. Chantel is asking, when do you use a box or bag for shipping? Whether you use box or bag for shipping depends on 2 factors. Number 1 is, if you ship in a bag, does your product get damaged? And the second one is, how much more can you charge for a product if you enhance your experience by shipping in a box? Imagine that you are shipping in a box and the cost of shipment will increase. First, the box is more expensive. Next, the price for shipment for a box is calculated per cubic meter and not on weight basis anymore, so you will pay more for clothing all the time. Does this enhancement in packaging, so first, does this box enhance your packaging? And does this enhancement in packaging allow you to command a higher price for your product? If it allows you to command a higher price for your product, enhance the client experience with your product, then it is a basic calculation. You make a decision to use the box. If it does not allow you to command higher price for your product, then you could ship in the plastic bag. So 2 components. Number 1 is, does your product stay intact in a bag, yes or no? If not, you will need to use a box. And number 2 is, does using a box help you command higher price for your product significantly and enhance the user experience with your product? Yes or no? If the box does not allow you to command higher price because people don't want to pay higher price for your product, then you better use a bag, provided that your product does not get damaged when shipped in a bag. Shipping in a box is considerably more expensive than shipping in a bag. Question number 5. Chantel is asking, what metrics are important to measure sales performance? This is a very important question. To measure your sales performance, you will need to keep track of 1, your total revenue per month, your gross margin on monthly basis, your net profit on monthly basis. You will need to have total amounts, B2C sales and B2B sales, in the case that you are selling to consumers, and in the case that you are working with wholesalers and retailers, you need to be able to see these numbers per sales channel. So B2C sales channel and B2B sales channel, you need to be able to evaluate it. For the B2C, you will need to keep track of unique page visitors per month, number of purchases per month, and you will need to calculate customer conversion rate. Normally, if you run a Shopify store, the customer conversion rate will be calculated for you automatically. You see it. Why do you need this value of customer conversion rate? Because you want to see how is your store performing right now. A customer conversion rate of 5% and above is considered very good. Anything below 5% is considered low. So in a different stages, of course, but if you have conversion rate of 1%, you know that you need to enhance it. So you need to work on enhancing your product offer. If you have conversion rate of 5% or above, you have a great offer, it's a great converting offer, and the enhancement of your offer is not the priority probably right now. You will need to track your monthly pipeline projection for 12 months ahead. Everybody who runs a business needs to have a projection on your revenues, total revenues, your gross revenues for the next 12 months. And at the moment that I would ask you how much turnover are you expecting in March 2023, you should be able to tell me. Without these numbers, you will be operating in the dark. The next metric that you need to measure is the average cart value, average revenue per account, customer acquisition costs, and monthly recurring revenue. I want to say something to the customer acquisition costs here. It is a very good metric. It is a KPI that is being calculated using the total amount of money spent for advertisement divided by amount of customers won, new customers that you won. And why do you want to have it? Because with customer acquisition costs, you will be able to evaluate a certain advertisement platform. You will see whether it works for you or not. You will also see what your average cart value needs to be able to deploy a certain advertisement channel. Say, for example, if your average cart value is 20 and the customer acquisition costs is 40, you have a choice either not to work with this advertisement channel, or you need to work on your offer and increase your average cart value. Actually, you would need to increase it by 4 times. The reason being that what you want to advertise for is an offer where amount of revenue you get from one sale allows you to cover customer acquisition costs for 2 more clients. If you have an advertisement channel that brings in an offer that in conjunction give you this result, you have an offer, an advertisement way that will allow you to scale your product. So let me repeat once again all the metrics. Total revenue, gross margin, net profit, totally for B2C and B2B, unique page visitors, number of purchases, customer conversion rate, your monthly pipeline projection for 12 months ahead, average cart value, average revenue per account, customer acquisition costs, and monthly recurring revenue. Question number 6. What metrics are important to measure product performance? Total revenue, gross margin, net profit, number of purchases of products, customer conversion rate for this product, your monthly pipeline projection for 12 months ahead for this product, average cart value for this product, customer acquisition costs for this product when this product is involved, and monthly recurring revenue for this product. So you will need to have most of the metrics that we've spoken about just in the previous question on the product level. And on the top of that, you will need to track the product quality. You will need to track the amount of returns that you are getting on this product. On the return reason level, so you want to see how many returns came in totally, how many returns came because of the wrong sizing, because of the damaged product, because people did not like the fabric, because they say that the product looks differently than you have presented on the picture. Based on these results, you will be able to improve your product. If the sizing is wrong, you can go to the bottom of it and figure out why is the sizing wrong. Do you educate people in the wrong way about the sizing? Shall you change anything about the sizing? Does it fall small? You need to enlarge it, or other way around. If you see that they're sending it back because of the damaged product, you know exactly what part of the product needs to be fixed. If they do not like fabric, then you need to change fabric. So in order to see the performance of product, you have to track returns and all other metrics that we've been talking about in the last video. Question number 7, Cynthia is asking, once the holiday rush is over, what month do sales typically rebound back to normal? So if we put July, August, and September to normal, if you assume that July, August, and September are normal and we put them on 100% as lowest season in the year, July, August, and September on 100% as the lower season in the year. October would be approximately at 115%, 115. November at 200%. December at 350%. January at 250%. And February drops back to 115%. March goes up a bit to 130%. April goes up even more to 180%. May drops back to 130%. June goes down to 115%. July 100%. August 100%. September 100%. Your best sales months in the year are November, December, and January, followed by April, followed by May, February, June, and then everything else is the normal. Question number 8. Jackie is asking, when should one start a website? If you are running a B2C business, you may sell without the website for a long time. You may decide not to have your own website and sell on the marketplace such as Etsy or Amazon. And for a newcomer, it is quite advantageous because they do employ the pay-per-click and have a large amount of already existing clients. You need your own website immediately if you decide to sell B2B. If you decide to work with retailers and wholesalers, because retailers and wholesalers want to see a neat website to decide whether they want to work with you. Your website becomes your business card, and the requirements of your website are way much higher than if you would just be selling B2C. For B2 business to consumer, the website requirements are quite simple. The website does not have to be extremely beautiful and well done. And the moment that you want to work with business organizations, they have a different take on it. They want to see, they derive your ability to fulfill your promises based on the functionality and beauty of your website, as far as I have noticed. Question number 9. Jackie is asking, When should one start a blog? If you love writing, you should start immediately. A blog post written 10 years ago may bring you traffic today. Same as a YouTube video that you've filmed 10 years ago brings you traffic today. If you hate writing, you would launch your blog at the moment that you have funds to pay a virtual assistant who will repurpose your existing content to blog posts, so you do not need to write yourself. And growing a blog is as difficult as growing a YouTube channel. Consistency is very important. You need to post frequently, you need to write frequently. And if you are not a huge fan of writing, but you still want to go into blogging, I recommend, I see it as more advantageous to start writing guest posts for other blogs, for other established blogs with the link to your web store. This will bring you faster results and better results than starting your own blog. Starting your own blog is for people who are in love with writing. I love writing. This is my alter ego, the writer, and that's for me. I cannot not write. But if you are indifferent about it, then either do writing guest posts for other blogs or start a blog when you can outsource it to a VA. Question number 10. Jackie is asking, how often should you send an email to your email list? If you are sending out conversational tips and tricks emails, where at the bottom of the email you have a small call to action to purchase from you, you can send it as often as every day. You can have a conversation with your clients every day. If you can pull it off, create that much content and schedule that many emails, do it every day. The sales sequences with hard selling, they work great once per month. You would not want to repeat them more than once per month. And a sequence goes over a period of 7 to 10 days, consists out of several emails. It starts with one introduction email, followed up by 3 educational emails, 1 email with your offer, 2 emails with testimonials, 2 emails answering questions, and several reminders. So this is why it is called a sequence. Such a sequence goes once per month. And pay attention, if you want to send out a sequence once per month, you will need to create this sequence once per month. It is, again, planning is involved, work is involved. But this is the maximum amount of time I would send out a sales sequence. I'm through all the questions that we had today. Those were very exciting questions. If you are not in Fashion Business Mastermind yet and you absolutely need help with your fashion business, grab the link under this video and join 14 days free trial in Fashion Business Mastermind. Start building your business. In the next 14 days, you'll do more for your fashion business than you have done in the past 3 years. This is a fact confirmed by our members over and over again. Thank you very much for being with me during this Q&A today. If you have questions that are not answered, please DM me or send those questions in our chat. And the next Q&A will take place on TikTok on Wednesday next week at 3 p.m. Berlin time. All our Q&As are on TikTok at 3 p.m. Berlin time on Wednesdays. Have a great day.